The 11 best debut fantasy movies of all time. Not sure what to watch? Look no further. Here is a list of some of the most exciting, imaginative, and stimulating debut fantasy films of all time. Number 1. The Nightmare Before Christmas, 1993. The Nightmare Before Christmas is an endlessly fun movie that fuses Christmas and Halloween cleverly. What more could one ask for? In this funny and charming tale directed by Henry Selick, Jack Skellington is a pumpkin king from Halloween Town, where he performs his usual ritual of frightening people. When he discovers another world, a Christmas town, and all its different characters and dynamics, he becomes obsessed with bringing Christmas to his own town, which leads him to crazy measures. If you love the festive seasons, you'll get lost in this visual feast. The Nightmare Before Christmas is a delightful film that will remind you that the grass is not always greener on the other side. Number 2. Monty Python and the Holy Grail, 1975. Set in the Middle Ages, Monty Python and the Holy Grail is considered one of the funniest movies to be ever made. The farcical parody follows King Arthur and his knights, who are on their quest to find the Holy Grail after an order from God. On their journey, they meet all kinds of individuals and creatures. Although it was done on an extremely low budget, the film's crew and premise have made for some of the most ridiculously enjoyable scenes with classic British humor. It's the kind you will either love or hate, but those who love it have an endless laughter session from beginning till the end. It was directed by Terry Gilliam and Terry Jones, who are known for their comedic writing and direction. Number 3. Lupin 3. The Castle of Cagliostro, 1979. Known for his deeply touching and imaginative tales, Hayao Miyazaki's first breakthrough film was Lupin 3. The Castle of Cagliostro. Inspired by the fictional character of Arsène Lupin, Lupin 3 is a skilled and important thief of his time. After robbing money from a casino, he learns that the money is fake. This spikes Lupin's curiosity, and he sets out to the European town of Cagliostro, known for money forgery, to investigate money counterfeiting. The man responsible is Count Lazare de Cagliostro, but he's far more dangerous than they thought. He is a man with secrets that involves a very precious hidden treasure that only a Princess Clarice can lead to. Now Lupin must solve the mystery and save the princess. The film scores high on adventure and entertainment with colorful characters. This underrated little production deserves more love. Number 4. Being John Malkovich, 1999, Spike Jonze's directorial debut was nominated for 3 Oscars. In Being John Malkovich, Craig, a puppeteer, takes a new job as a file clerk. To his surprise, he finds a mysterious portal into the mind of actor John near his work area in a tall Manhattan building. Soon enough, he turns it into a business, and now begins to let other employees through the portal in return for money. The film explores themes such as identity, perception, reality, and search for meaning. A film with creative freedom and weird characters, Being John Malkovich is a deeply original and refreshing journey into human psychology. John Cusack, Cameron Diaz and John Malkovich give top-notch performances. It's hard to come by a movie like Being John Malkovich, which makes it infinitely memorable. Jones went on to later direct a few other films, one of which is the Oscar-winning film Her. Number 5. Rise of the Guardians, 2012, directed by Peter Ramsey, and animated by DreamWorks, Rise of the Guardians tells the story of a world where children are threatened by evil. In this universe, the immortal Guardians have been known for protecting children. However, when evil force known as Pitch that wants to take over and distraught the lives of children, now the immortal Guardians must team up together to save children, especially the memories and innocence. The whimsical film overflows with beautiful character animations and backdrops, and the voice acting is superb. It's perfect for a little family night for kids, and as an adult, will make you feel like a kid again as it touches on children's hopes and dreams so sweetly and intimately. Number 6. The Dark Crystal, 1982, set in a world that has gone out of balance and where evil has taken control. The Dark Crystal is a story of restoring peace and equilibrium told through elaborate puppets. Captured through Jim Henson and Frank Oz's vision, Orphan Jen embarks on a journey to try and find the crystal that was once broken so that he can repair it and restore the universe's poise. On his journey, he has to face the evil Skeksis and find the missing piece of the crystal. The Dark Crystal truly belongs to the fantasy world, as its world is full of whimsical elements that are a lot to take in. It's a film with a lot of meticulous details, from the set design, to the costume design to the puppets. It will totally take you somewhere else. With every viewing, you might notice more to the world of the Dark Crystal. Number 7. The Iron Giant, 1999. BAFTA-winning film, The Iron Giant was Brad Bird's directorial debut. He also worked on the script of the film. Before his feature film, he directed 2 episodes from the longest-running animated TV show, The Simpsons. The Iron Giant was received quite well, and he later went on to direct other beloved animated films such as The Incredibles and Ratatouille. In this epic sci-fi movie, we have 9-year-old Hogarth Hughes who befriends a giant coming from outer space whose purpose is still unknown but might be very, very dangerous. Unfortunately, a suspicious and fearful government agent wants to destroy the giant at all costs. Now Hogarth must find a way to keep him from the dangers of those who misunderstand him. The film plays on the idea of choice, identity, fear and innocence. The film's delicate, sweet as Hogarth teaches the giant about life, and them forming an unlikely friendship based on actual substance and depth. The magical film didn't do so well in the box office when it was released, but later got the true appreciation it deserved. Number 8. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, 1989, Heart. When a scientist invents a shrinking device, it accidentally shrinks his 2 kids and 2 other teenagers from his neighborhood to the size of insects. They must fight new dangers until their father finds them and rescues them. The film by Joe Johnston, set mostly in the backyard, has the kids fighting other giant insects, muddy rivers and other humans. It's cool to see the same elements from a different lens and perspectives, and you can see that in this movie as sizes get distorted. It's fast-paced and there is always an adventure happening to keep you entertained. For the 80s, the stop-motion effects were quite good. If you miss movies with an old-fashioned feel, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids will fulfill your nostalgic desires. Number 9. Shrek, 2001. Oscar-winning film Shrek was directed by Andrew Adamson and Vicky Jensen. Before Shrek, Andrew Adamson hadn't directed anything. He worked in the special effects department in movies such as Batman Forever and A Time to Kill. On the other hand, Vicky Jensen had worked on many animation projects, such as the Smurfs and the Beethoven TV series. The duo have managed to bring a film for all ages with great appeal. When it debuted, it was groundbreaking because its computer animation was on another level from a lot of other animated movies and CGI movies. It's realistic, absorbing and dreamy at the same time. The film tells the story of Shrek, an ogre who lives in a swamp. One day, his solitude and peace are threatened when evil Lord Farquaad and other fairy tale creatures invade his land. In order to retrieve it, Farquaad makes a deal with him. He must bring Princess Fiona to him, whom he wants to marry so that he can become king, and so he begins his quest. Shrek is simply a movie done well. From the voiceover acting, the humor, to the memorable characters and underlying themes, Shrek offers so much richness which makes it a wonderful achievement. Number 10. Swiss Army Man, 2016, from the directors of Everything Everywhere, All at Once, Daniel Scheinert and Daniel Kwan. Swiss Army Man was their first little baby which won the Sundance Film Festival. Starring Daniel Radcliffe and Paul Dano, the movie follows Hank, who gets stranded on a deserted island and befriends a dead corpse. However, he realizes that the corpse can actually speak and has supernatural abilities. Will his new friend help him get home safely? The premise is full of unpredictably. Its uniqueness is in its absurdity. This may not be the movie for everyone, but it's a movie for those who want to watch something where the filmmakers were uninhibited when it comes to the human condition. Before directing this feature film, both directors were known for directing silly and entertaining music videos, which is what they did with their film Swiss Army Man. Here you'll find a premise that celebrates farting very, very much. Number 11. Up, 2009. One of the most beloved animated movies of all time produced by the Pixar animation studio is Up. It was co-directed by Bob Peterson and Pete Docter, but was Peterson's directorial debut. The co-directors both worked on the script as well and were involved in other previous projects involving screenplays, voice dubbing, and as animators in movies such as Finding Nemo, Monster Inc., and Toy Story. There is no denying that they are talented, which completely gets translated on screen. Up, the touching story of 78-year-old Carr, a balloon salesman who was deeply in love with his wife. However, life after her passing has been empty and sad. She had always dreamed of going to a destination called Paradise Falls in South America. One day, Carl decides to go on an adventure to try and find this place by tying balloons to his house so that he could fly. He has one little surprise to take care of though. A little boy was on his front porch during the takeoff. Up is not only visually colorful, exciting, and endearing, it's a beautiful ode to childhood dreams, and finding life again after a period of stagnation. It's a film about promises, about love and about loyalty. The character designs are one of the most memorable ones to come out of the Pixar studios. It's full of beautiful values, and you will come out better because